Well, new at 5 in February, the Paddle Up Pickleball Club announced an indoor pickleball facility would be coming to the Gem City. And today, that idea became a reality with a groundbreaking. The facility will feature at least 10 indoor courts and outdoor playing spots. WGEM's Gianni Peterson joins us now live to show us what went down today. Gianni?
Well, Daniel, today marked the official ceremony for the groundbreaking of the Paddle Up Pickleball Quincy location. It's going to be right next to Wavering Park. The Paddle Up Pickleball Club is based out of St. Louis, and tri-state natives Nathan and Amy Smith were pivotal in bringing the facility to town. In addition to the dozen-plus courts, the facility will host tournaments once it is open. A question many may have, though, is when will construction be finished?
We expect delivery of the building sometime around the first part of August. We'll start erecting the building then everything else will follow. The courts, they'll be installed and built toward the later, until sometime around October, and we're hoping to be in around 1st of November.
Smith added that the facility will offer monthly and yearly memberships as well. He also told me that the courts at the facility will be available for rent on an hourly basis once this facility is officially open. Live in Quincy, Gianni Peterson, WGEM News.
All right, thanks, Gianni. The facility will also feature a pro shop and gear and apparel.